refurbished. And there are close to 1.5 lakh people who are waiting there to cheer the two great personalities who are the stars of the event. The presidential cavalcade now departing from Sabarmati Ashram. Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy is still relevant today, and this can be seen by the fact that almost 2,000 people visit here daily and more than 5,000 people come to Sabarmati Ashram on weekends, waving and cheering the president along. The people of Ahmedabad, people of Gujarat are so happy to see him.
The next destination is Motera Stadium. As we can see, the cavalcade is now moving from Sabarmati Ashram. The message of peace and harmony given by Mahatma Gandhiji is still very relevant in contemporary era. The head of states and the head of governments had visited Gujarat mainly to visit Sabarmati Ashram, Gandhi Ashram. And the name of the dignitary includes Queen Elizabeth II, King of Jordan, Nelson Mandela, and Sri Lanka's former Prime Minister, Premadasa. The world has recognized and accepted the thoughts and ideology of Mahatma Gandhi, and hence we may see that many global leaders visit Gandhi Ashram to understand that. Originally, the Gandhi Ashram called the Satyagraha Ashram, reflecting the movement towards passive resistance launched by Mahatma Gandhiji. The ashram became home to ideology that set India free. And as you can see, the cavalcade is now moving towards the Motera Stadium. The cavalcade has crossed the Subhash Bridge. The ashram, as we're talking about, became the home to ideology that set India free. The Sabarmati Ashram, named for the river on which it sits, and was created with a dual mission: to serve as an institution that world carry on a search for truth, and a platform to bring together a group of workers committed to non-violence who would help secure freedom for India. And that's the reason even nowadays we can see the global leaders want to visit Gandhi Ashram. As you can see, the people have lined up here on the streets. The cavalcade is now moving towards Motera Stadium. It's a Subhash Bridge. We can see from where the cavalcade is moving. And as we told, the next destination is Motera Stadium, where the President and the Prime Minister will participate in Namaste Trump event, which is quite similar to the landmark Howdy Modi event hosted by the Indian American community in honor of Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to Houston in September 2019. The cavalcade is just crossing Sabarmati Riverfront Road, will go towards the airport square, and from there on will go to the Motera Stadium. The distance is about 17 kilometers from the Gandhi ashram. And en route we can see some of the classical dance performance, the folk dance performance by the Indian artist. Thousands of people standing on the both sides of the road to have a glimpse of the beloved lover stadium. The Motera Stadium, Ahmedabad, came into being in 1982 and became witness to many milestones of Indian cricket. It was here that cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar completed 10,000 runs in Test cricket. The stadium can accommodate 110,000 people. And as we can see, the cavalcade of Prime Minister is moving towards Motera Stadium. Transforming Motera Stadium into the world's biggest cricket stadium was the brainchild of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The new stadium has many world-class facilities, including a clubhouse with 55 rooms, 76 corporate boxes, a gymnasium, and Olympic-sized swimming pool. The US President is now moving towards Hanuman Camp. The newly built Motera Stadium is spread across 63 acres and can accommodate, as I told you, 110,000 spectators at a time. And it is also a green stadium committed to a sustainable use of electricity and water. Peoples are waving hand as the President targets moving towards the Motera Stadium. Ever since the Motera Stadium was announced, much of the focus has been on its size. But there are more reasons why this magnificent stadium stands out. This is India's first green-rated cricket stadium, and it has been awarded by Indian Green Building Council a gold rating. Well, a stadium of this size requires two things in huge quantity. One is the power, electricity for lighting, and the second is water to keep the field green. And on both these fronts, the stadium is highly sustainable. As soon as both the leaders will reach Motera Stadium, we'll see that a huge crowd will be welcoming them. A special cultural program is also organized at Motera Stadium. More than 1 lakh people have been waiting for both the leaders to arrive at Motera Stadium here. And around the same number of crowd you can see outside the stadium on the Roadshow route. The sounds of drum beat and the folk music is quite evident here. The people carrying flags of India and United States of America. But in spite of scorching heat, we can see the people have lined up here. The big hoardings and posters can be seen at various strategic locations in Ahmedabad, welcoming US President Donald Trump in the city. The President cavalcade has now reached the cantonment area, and from onward it will reach to the Motera Stadium by Airport Square. And as you can see, the number of crowd, the people on the roads here. Managing such a crowd is a daunting task for the authorities here, but obviously we can see on the screen here, the authorities have done their job quite well. While going towards Motera Stadium, we may see some of the dance performances on both the sides of the road here. A different state, for example, Uttar Pradesh is presenting the Mayu dance. This is a folk dance from the region of Uttar Pradesh. The Mayu dance, or the peacock dance, originates from the legend wherein Lord Krishna appeared in the guise of peacock to dance with its beloved Radha. The state of Delhi is presenting the Kathak dance. Kathak is one of the most elegant dance form of India, revolves around the concept of storytelling. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the visit of foreign dignitaries was not just confined to the national capital Delhi but was taken to other states as well. The cavalcade has reached the airport circle, and from now it will move towards Indira Circle. Big hoardings and cutaways placed at a strategic location, as I told you, to welcome President Donald Trump. The friendship between both the countries is quite evident here. Various dignitaries have already reached Motera Stadium, and now both the leaders will reach soon. So talking about the Motera Stadium, he was discussing the Motera Stadium is a complete sustainable structure, and it's known as a green building. It has got the rainwater harvesting capacity of over 30 lakh litre per day. And tons of construction waste was put to use, not disposed of, at a landfill. The commitment to sustainability makes the stadium a model for others to emulate here. And as we can see, the cavalcade has reached, the President cavalcade has reached the President, the airport circle. US President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania is traveling in a specially modified car for President. The car is also known as the Beast and is considered to be as the safest car across the world. Enthusiasm among the people is quite evident on the streets. Now all the eyes set on both the leaders as what they're going to speak at the Motera Stadium here. Howdy Modi program in Houston was such a big hit. And after that, when both the leaders are meeting in India, in Ahmedabad, the world is looking at both the leaders here. The cavalcade has reached Indira Circle. Both the leaders have met on various platforms here, on various multilateral meetings and conferences. And each time, both the leaders share a special bond, a bond of friendship. Namaste Trump. This is the banner you can see at various corners in Ahmedabad city. Well, Ahmedabad is known for its trading community. And in today's Namaste Trump program, we may see nearly 5,000 to 7,000 businessmen and leaders will join the meeting. The cavalcade is now reaching at Indira Circle. There won't be any formal signing of agreement in Ahmedabad, but obviously, as both the leaders refer themselves as a friend of each other, it will stronger the bond between both the countries here. Nearly 110,000 people waiting for the United States President at the Motera Stadium. The trade between both the countries actually stands at 10% per annum, and both the countries want to increase it. But it's not just a trade, but bilateral relation is equally important for both the countries, and that's the reason On various fronts, at various occasions, we have seen United States have support India on a global platform. The cavalcade is now reaching at Koteshwar Road. There are various issues and challenges that both the countries are facing. And both these leaders will deliberate upon it and will find a solution. So this is the first leg of the US President Donald Trump to India. From Ahmedabad, the President will go to Agra and then New Delhi. And there's a culture performance we can see on the streets of Ahmedabad here. It's quite a visual treat for the foreign dignitaries. The cavalcade is moving towards Motera Stadium, is at now Koteshwar Road. Well, it's another feather in the cap of Ahmedabad city as they hosted US President Donald Trump. The cavalcade has reached now Ashram Road. US President Donald Trump is accompanied with the delegates, where the Indian side and the US will have a bilateral talk in Delhi. as there are various issues that both the countries share a common goal. As the terrorism and protectionism are the issues on both the countries are quite vocal about. The cavalcade will now reach at Motera Stadium. Motera Stadium is considered the world's biggest cricketing stadium and was a brainchild of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This newly built stadium has world-class facilities including the corporate boxes, gymnasium, Olympic-sized swimming pool and many other facilities. It's spread across 63 acres and can accommodate 110,000 spectators at a time. But it's not just about the size, the stadium is also a green, sustainable structure. And here you can see the cavalcade of President is reaching towards Motera Stadium.
The World Heritage City of Ahmedabad wears a festive look today as spectators on both sides of the road are greeting and cheering both the leaders, President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as we now see Prime Minister Modi's cavalcade nearing the new Motera Stadium.
The cavalcade being greeted by the ship of the desert, colorfully caparisoned camels. What a wonderful sight this is. A spectacle of what India is all about. The Motera Stadium is the venue for the Namaste Trump event. The largest event, the grandest event of its kind anywhere in the world.
Aspiring dreams, inspiring future. The ties between the two nations, India and the United States, are grounded in the common values and shared commitment to democracy. The roar from the Motera Stadium continues to grow and build up in anticipation of both the global leaders arriving within the Motera Stadium in moments from now. Prime Minister Modi had reached Ahmedabad today, over an hour before President Trump did. Prime Minister was present at the airport to welcome the US President. He greeted him with a hug. And in response, we did see that in the visitor's diary, President Trump wrote, "Thank you, my friend, for this wonderful experience."